Today's going to be a quick video looking at each UFC champion and seeing what's the problem, the biggest problem with each UFC champion. Not fighting wise, just them as a person. Let's get right into it. Okay, starting with Alexandre Pantoja. Honestly, Pantoja seems pretty chill. He's a great fighter all around. I think the only thing people just probably think his striking is a little dirty or like a little, not that clean, and he's not that entertaining probably, like in the sense of his character and hyping up the fight. But other than that, Pantoja's cool. Let's get right into Marab. Marab, he's just so emotional and he complains all the time, but he's a beast. He's an absolute beast for me. People don't like that he's not a finisher at all. He every single one of his wins, decision, his last like 13 fights is all decisions. He's not a finisher at all, but he's an absolute beast. Let's get right into Ilya. I feel like Ilya, when it comes to fighting, is a perfect fighter. He's an absolute great fighter, as everyone else was. I feel like the thing that people probably wouldn't like with Ilya is that he's just probably a cocky. He comes off as cocky and, with a lot of confidence and arrogant. And that'll probably be the thing that people don't like with Ilya. Now let's get right into Islam. Honestly, what do people not like about Islam? I think if anything, people would, if there's anything to not like about Islam, there's nothing really about. People don't like the daggy mountain aura, lore goat Khabib style stuff. I mean, I feel like because of people who don't like Khabib, they already don't like Islam, because Islam is not just grabbing you, controlling you, and boring. He's striking, finishing people. He's an absolute beast. But I feel like people just probably wouldn't like him because the Daggies and because of Khabib and, Conor fans wouldn't like Islam. Now let's get into Bilal. What do we not like about Bilal? I think that's the right question. What is there not to like about Bilal? Honestly, I feel like I'm trolling. And I feel like Bilal's cool. Bilal's cool. He has a sense of humor for me. He obviously has a chip on his shoulder because of everything now. Remember the name, but the security guards don't know he's the champion. The UFC workers, they don't know. I feel like Bilal, he comes off as annoying. He doesn't get finishes either. He got one against Sean Brady, and that was a really good one. But other than that, he doesn't really get finishes at all. And he just complains. I'm not even gonna lie, he just complains a lot. But Bilal's cool. But I think that's probably the biggest thing. He gets no finishes, like how Ilya said, and he just complains a lot. There's always a problem for me with Bilal. Now let's get into Dricus. Dricus is honestly super cool. He can sing for me. He's for me, respectable adult, like gentleman. I feel like people don't like Dricus's fighting style. His cartoon Looney Tune style. That's what people don't like about Dricus. How dusty it looks, and it just so happens to still work. It doesn't make sense, but that's definitely hands down what people don't like about Dricus. Ooh, let's get to Alex Pereira. What do people not like about Alex Pereira? I honestly don't know. I think Alex is one of those guys that's likable all around. Like, I'm genuinely trying to think right now. What do people even troll with, or what do people complain about when it comes to Alex Pereira? I don't know. I don't think people complain about anything when it comes to Alex. I think people have no problem with Alex. The only thing that people could say about Alex is if he beats their favorite fighters. And that's what people wouldn't like about Alex, if he's just beating their favorite fighters. Okay, now let's get into John Jones. John Jones, in a way similar to Bilal. What is there not to like? Or, what is there to like about John Jones? And I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying we know the real for me. No, but John Jones comes off as respectable in the way he carries himself and answers his questions in interviews and such. And he's an absolute ghost. He's not ghost. He's an absolute goat. He's a beast all around. I feel like John Jones, people probably just don't like all of the activities, the off the court activities, that all the controversials. That's what people hands down do not like about John Jones. Because other than that, his fighting and everything is great. He's the GOAT. But when it comes to off the court, certain things that he partaken, done before, activities that's happened, those are the reasons people don't like John Jones. Now let's do really quick some up on the female champions. Why do people not like Zhang? People love Zhang. Zhang is the GOAT. I mean, nothing to not like about Zhang. Zhang is one of those. I love Shevchenko, but what people don't like about Shevchenko, probably at the last Grasso fight, they didn't like her just controlling Grasso, even though Grasso couldn't do nothing about it. People probably find her annoying. People probably don't like the dancing. I've heard people complaining about that as well. I don't know. People are always gonna find something, but I love Shevchenko and I have no problem. A lot of these fighters, I have no problem with them, but just thinking about what do people generally say? What do people generally complain about? And Juliana Pena, another one of those fighters, like just a lot of things to her fighting style's pretty dust. She's talks a lot, but she's another one of those that's just like people don't like that. She keeps on calling out Amanda after Amanda 50-39'd her. And she makes it seem like she called for the Amanda trilogy when Kayla Harrison is literally on the screen right next to her trying to get that promotion, UFC, get that, good, perfect promo, make their life easier. But yeah, but it's okay because Kayla Harrison's going to pack her up. And those are all one thing that people don't like about each UFC champion. Just one thing. I hope you all like the video, subscribe, join the MMA gang. I hope you have a great day. Lock in. Let's do this. Peace. Have a good day. And let's go.